Okay guys, last video. So I've kind of got this smoothed on here now. You can kind of see that it's all nice and smooth around the edge. Okay, so the next thing we might want to do is hair. Now if you just have a little bit of hair, you could probably even put it on before you put it on the base, but if you have a lot of hair, I'm going to suggest that you do it after. Okay, so I've already rolled out a slab here. So you can kind of see just kind of a slab. It doesn't have to be any perfect shape or anything like that. So I'm just gonna kind of rip some pieces off and kind of start putting stuff on there. So what if we want to do kind of like a guy's hair? So let's see, how do I want to do this? We kind of have it curl up like that. And I'm just kind of positioning it where I want it right now. And then I'll go back and I'll slip and score everything. So kind of like that. And let's see, let's have this like this. Just gonna kind of rip it off. So remember guys usually have, well even girls have kind of sideburns a little bit on the side. Okay, so we'll bring that down a little bit. If you wanted to show a little bit of ears, you could, okay? So now what I would do is just go ahead and kind of gently bring this up. I know where I want it. And I'm gonna score it real good. And add a little bit of slip. Oops, not hit my phone. Okay, same thing over here. And I'll kind of lift it up so you can see what it looks like too. Okay. So same thing, score it. You might even leave some of those little score lines. You know, that could be some like little hair kind of hanging down a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna blend that in a little bit. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I have this kind of curling back. So I'm gonna use my fork to add some texture in there. Just be careful when you're doing hair of creating an air bubble. Okay, so you really wanna push this down well, and you don't wanna encase anything. So I'm gonna push this a little bit closer. Okay, and I'm gonna bring this up a little bit. And I'll just kind of show you, okay? And if you look at it from the side, you can see where it's kind of curled over. So I'll probably now take and put another little piece right here. But again, you gotta be careful of encasing it. So I'm just gonna lean it up against me so you can kind of see. And I'll take another little piece and put it in there, but I know that I'm creating some air bubbles in there. So once I get this kind of smoothed out, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my toothpick and poke some little holes just to kind of be safe that I am not accidentally encasing something, okay? So again, this will get kind of smoothed out. Okay, so now you're probably thinking, okay, well that's cool, but what if I want longer hair? So we can definitely add on to this. So we'll just take our slabs, and again, I just kind of tear it into like almost like long triangles. And I usually like to start from the bottom, so I'm gonna bring this up just a little bit where I attached it. And let's see. To me, this mask is kind of manly looking, so and maybe we'll give it a little bit of a twist. Maybe have some little pieces kind of hanging down here. I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. And just slipping and scoring everything. And again, I like to position everything first and then come back and do that. Just so I can kind of get a general idea of what it's gonna look like. And I'm just gonna kind of layer some stuff. Okay, being careful of air bubbles. If you're unsure, go back and put a little hole. Nothing wrong with being safe, because if you're not, you're gonna be sorry. Okay, layering that hair on there. Let's see what it looks like from this side. Oh, she's scary looking. Okay, now I would go and slip and swirl this. I'm gonna pick it up so you can kind of see what it looks like. Okay. So again, I would pick up each piece, slip and score it, kind of watching, making sure that I'm not making any air bubbles. If I'm unsure, then you're gonna want to get your toothpick and make some holes. And you might just do that anyways, just to be safe, okay? And then for girls, I mean, sometimes for guys too, I like to take my finger and just kind of smear it in here and there. Add a little bit of a wave if it has a wave. If it's straight hair, then you don't have to do this. If it's really curly hair, remember you can actually put coils over the top of some of this stuff. So this just kind of helps us smooth it in, and it's also giving it a little bit of a wave. And again, don't forget to slip and score, because all of this will fall off if you don't. And then once you get it all on there the way you want it, then you can go back and you can add your texture. And you're gonna get little beads of clay, and that's okay. Just kind of go with it, take it off every once in a while. And as your piece dries, you'll be able to pick those off. See what it looks like. All right, that's it, guys. Good luck.